Welcome back to the channel. I'm Rochelle. This is Dexter, and we would both like to invite you to join us on a tour of the garden here at the end of August. Now, this section here, you might notice the planters are in a different configuration, and that is because I had put my little fountain here, and unfortunately it had a little bit of a leak. We did not want it leaking on the deck, so it is out in the garden. But oh my gosh, this impatient. So most of this is from just this small $5 pot from Dollarama, and it's just enormous. And then there is another pot there that has the climbing petunia and the impatiens, but the impatiens are just taking over. Like, they're just fantastic. This container has been turned and twisted because what was supposed to be a dwarf tomato is not. And I'm not entirely sure what tomato it is. I'm thinking it could be the Tasmanian chocolate tomato, but I don't know, for some reason it's not 100% feeling like that. So normally the cannas would be in the back, but I keep having to turn it because I've been supporting it up against the house, but it's just turned into a beast. We've had a few ripe tomatoes on it, but so far we're still waiting for those to ripen up. And then over here we have my mojito mint that has gone bananas. It's absolutely fantastic. And the dwarf tomatoes, they are starting to peter out. I mean, like, they've been potted up since, what, May? And these were started February 7th. So they've been going for quite a long time. We have some basil in here. Over here I have some, this is called Vietnamese coriander. And then I also have my strawberry ahi, which are absolutely delicious. I'm gonna have to harvest a few more of those. And then over here I have my curry. Popped in that little impatient. So the towers are doing really well. Oh, before we come off the deck though, let's go check out the shade planters that are doing really well. This is insane. So these coleus are absolutely loving it in this pot here. Like, incredible. And then some white impatiens that have gotten huge. And then my little hanging baskets are doing really good. And my hibiscus. So I've had this for about 4 years in this pot, and I bring it in over winter. We still get blooms even throughout the year, but it's really going to town. It's just full of buds, so it is loving its little spot here. And then this little indoor planter here as well. Now, you may notice that Tomato Alley is looking really sparse. I have not pruned back any of it this year. They're just starting. We've gotten a handful of cherry tomatoes, but normally by now I've had to prune them way back. They're up high. This whole thing is just solid and wild. I don't know why. Like, we had an extremely hot summer. They were kept well watered, but I just think maybe they weren't getting enough actual sunlight. I don't know. We got some cucumbers. We've got, these are all different kinds of cherry tomatoes. Here we got another random tomato. We got some seedlings coming up of stuff I let go to seed. I'm not exactly sure what they are. When they get a little bit bigger, I also need to come in and I might start some radishes and some lettuce for fall. Give them some time to get going. We got some beans here. Those are the ones I dropped in that last video. Well, not the last video, but in a video. More mint over here. The little shapely one down there. See that? And a weird shaped one there. Oh, that's interesting. We got some more baby ones coming, so they've done all right. We've been oh no, we've had a tomato accident over here we'll have to take care of. So here's like my first cucamelons. So I was hoping to have more to take to the family party on the weekend, because I thought the kids would really get a kick out of them, but like I guess I could have brought one. So it looks like they're really just going to start to put on growth now. I forget how slow cucamelons are, and I really should start them sooner every year. It just takes forever for them to really get going. This section here is doing really well. This is my shade garden with all of the hostas and just a ton of coleus. This is that little mini wee stacking planter from Dollarama. You can see how tiny the containers are. It's smaller than the other ones I have. I would plan on doing herbs or lettuce in this, and then I had so many extra coleus, and it's just doing fantastic. This coleus fell over in the rain, but you can see there's some cannas back there. This coleus keeps trying to collapse. Let me move this out of the way. And then this planter is kind of listing a bit. We've had some pretty heavy rains come through. It's kind of all on an angle. I don't know if it's trying to get more sun or just leaning. And favorite spot in the garden because I get to sit here like this. And this is my view. And I'm like in the garden. And I have my little fountain right here with my little family. And I'm just surrounded on all sides by my flowers and my plants. And like I've mentioned before, the vast majority of these plants were all grown from seed. A handful are from tubers, like the giant cannas. And these dahlias here, which are taking forever to bloom. So I picked these bulbs up at the dollar store, Dollarama, and they're budding, but nothing yet. I also picked up this liatris there too as well, the bulb, and that's doing really good. So I might grab more of those because I've wanted liatris and I've tried growing it from seed and it just didn't do anything for me. So we have this little section here, which has changed quite a bit because I had to cut back the peony. We had so much rain right after it was done blooming that I just had to cut it all the way to the ground. And so it was looking a little naked. And so I came in and I popped in actually a couple zucchinis, and then all of this amaranth just self-seeded. So I put a pot there to kind of fill in the space, and then this amaranth all just came up and took over and did its job. So it's nice and full. All of the 4 o'clocks that you see throughout the garden self-seeded, as did these garden huckleberries. These have all self-seeded, so that was really nice because I forgot to kind of start any. This here is my Edos. Instead of elephant ears, I use Edos from the grocery store, and they put on some nice foliage like that, and I'm gonna save them and overwinter them, and hopefully they'll be even bigger and bigger every year. So yeah, this is where the garden is sitting at the end of August. I will be showing you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Mostly the good. This unfortunately fell over in the night, so we'll have to come in and try to stake up this cherry tomato, but let me see if I can kind of just move it up without doing any damage to it. Put it onto the mint. Can't kill mint. Because I want to show you my little baby eggplants. Something decided to try that one out, but we have 2 there and 1 here. I don't know why the eggplants are so tiny, the whole plant. I have 2 cucumbers in here that never did anything, but we have some greens that are doing good. This is where I have my parsley, some jalapenos. We have another mystery tomato here. This is my, what in the heck? It's all over that. Let's move that out of the way. This is the squash, patty pan squash. That's trying to take over my tomatoes apparently. We had the cucumber, English cucumber back here, but it's not doing it. It's just meh. We did get a few cucumbers off of it and then it kind of just died. So this planter is amazing. Oh, hello. Did my garden guardian dog come out to say hello? Hey Dex. Hi. Say hi to the camera. Did you just get back from a walk? Did you just come back from a walk? Was it nice out? Did you see anybody? Did you see anybody? Yeah? You want to show everyone your garden? Yeah? You take good care of this garden, don't you? You chase off any bunnies or squirrels or raccoons. Yes, you do. So it's kind of at my favorite point right now where everything's just kind of overgrown. We've got some shishito peppers in here, some tomatoes, we've got some herbs, some nasturtiums. That's another planter there, but you can't tell because it's all just kind of growing in. I really enjoy putting planters in the flower beds because sometimes it's harder to get, I don't know, certain plants to go where you pop them in. Like here, these ones I popped in after the others had kind of died back, because with perennials a lot of times you have to cut them back and then they're not so pretty the rest of the year. So that's where annuals come into play. And all the borage you'll see throughout the garden, all self-seeded. I did not plant any of that. I do have a few brown leaves here we could take care of. but I haven't really done, I don't have to do a lot of weeding. You'll see one kind of pucked in there, but I'll go in and get them when they're tucked out. But honestly, we just get so much overgrowth. When you plant so densely, the weeds don't really have a chance to do much, and or you just don't see them or notice them. I'm in love with the color of this canna. It's just so pretty. I've had a few really pretty ones. I tried, if you go back to my canna starting video, I started several varieties from seed, and I wasn't really sure what the colors were gonna look like because they weren't seeds that I had saved myself. Okay, this morning glory is getting a little obnoxious. It's taking over the sunflowers, it's taking over everything. I mean, I do love my morning glories, but I do kind of have to come in and tame them a little bit. Calendula, this all came back on its own. I didn't plant any of this stuff in here. I planted 3 of the Zabrina melvas this year. I had 3 seedlings I planted, and now I have like a ton of them in here, so really happy to see those come back. Again, like I said, I didn't start any amaranth from seed. They're just all coming back and looking absolutely fantastic. We have a few poppies that have petered out, lots of calendula. I've been wanting to come in and do some flower bouquets, but then I was like, I gotta do a tour video before I strip off all the flowers. So I haven't done either. Here's my little Papa Soap solar fountain, which it's not running right now just because it's still in the shade. But I did try the little penny trick, and it really has helped with the algae. Just make sure that you're using the proper age on the penny. So if you're in the US and you're using US pennies, you want to make sure it's from 1981 or earlier, and in Canada 1996 or earlier, because that's when they were mainly copper. After that they switched to zinc, which is not good. All right, so we have the really good next to the ugly. So we'll start with the good. And this is, like I said before, that Dollarama plastic stacking container. I think there's 6 of them there. I usually do it about 6 high is my max. And then I drive a metal thing through the centers and down into the ground to keep them stable. No problem with that, even with the wind and the rain. We have begonias. Everything in here was from seed, including the geraniums, including my cannas. Okay, bad news about this poor boxwood. This boxwood's been here 20 some years, and I just noticed a few weeks ago the back half went all brown, and now it's coming around to the front. So we're gonna just probably take this out. There's been a real problem with boxwoods in our area this year, and this tree has been dead for a long time. I've been trying to use it for a trellis, but I've struggled to even get anything to climb up on it. So end of season we'll probably be taking out that, and I'm gonna probably try and move my half dead hydrangea up here. It's not happy where it's at, and maybe it'll be happier up here, I don't know. And then we have some more rogue extra plants that I popped in here. So we have a zucchini, which has been eaten down a few times, so there's been a few flowers on it, but not much has happened with it yet because the, I don't know, rabbits or whatever just keep eating it. Here we have some tomatoes. These ones I don't even think I have. I don't know what variety they are. They look pretty big. It could be maybe an Amana orange. I'm thinking maybe a watermelon though. It's kind of what it reminds me of. Excuse me, buddy. Scooch. This one here we have, these are so cute. These are much smaller. I'm not sure what these are. Maybe the Wisconsin 55s. And then this sunrise bumblebee. Those are very distinctive. And then I have another one of the sunrise bumblebee in there. Those are my favorites. So that's where I kind of, when I had extras of those, I popped them in there. But I'm just in love with this planter. All my planters did really well this year, but this one especially. And I'm actually surprised how well they did because it was so hot. I was watering twice a day sometimes. So earlier in the season, well, even now, I'm going to come in and still deadhead, but I don't want to deadhead too many because I do want to start saving seeds off of those for next year. That's the thing with gardening. You're always thinking about what you can do now, but next year is always on the table as well. And that brings us to the end of part 1 of my August garden tour. We've seen the good, the bad, the ugly.
But overall, the garden is holding its own this month. In part two, I'll be showing you the rest of the garden where we will see some of the tomatoes and lots of peppers. So make sure to stay tuned. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe and click that bell so you'll be notified when the new video is up. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in part two.